Hey guys, welcome to day 460 of 1,000 days of practice. It's been a good Sunday. I just recently woke up from a long nap, which sometimes when I wake up from a nap, I just am super cranky, but not today. So I don't usually nap that often because of that, because I don't like waking up feeling all groggy and bleh. But yeah, today was good. I sorry, I got distracted. Um, yeah, good worship service today. Good seeing all my church people, and gonna spend the afternoon with my family. So good Sunday, perfect kind of Sunday. I am going to sight read out of here, out of the Bach 18 little Preludes and Fugues. I think Sunday or Saturdays they're gonna be sight reading days. I miss sight reading. I don't want to do it every day like I did with the Mendelssohn book, but with Mendelssohn month in February, wasn't that Mendelssohn month? But I do want to add it more. So it does have there's a couple turns. I don't remember what they're officially called. I should look that up. And it has suggestions, so I'm gonna see what the suggestions are before I play. So I'm gonna do it the first suggestion, mostly because I've seen it's the squiggly line. I've seen that, but then Bach will also use the one with the slash going down the middle. And what I've read is that when you see could be wrong, but when you see the one without the slash, you move up. But when you see the slash, you move down. Which they have both suggestions as a possibility for playing them. I could be wrong, but that's how I play other pieces. So yeah. So this is Preludio number 10 in this grouping of 18. I don't know if I'll play the fugue. We'll see. Maybe. definitely could have been better, but not terrible for sight reading. Let's move on to the Fugue. It's Allegro Moderato. Which it says it's 88. We'll see how fast I go. wasn't horrible. Wasn't horrible. I need to get into the habit of playing and counting, and I kept trying to tell myself to count, and I didn't, and I probably should have. So I'm sure that as I practice sight reading again, and as I practice counting while I'm sight reading, that my sight reading will improve more. So, but not terrible for a first run through. And I marked it, so now I know that I've sight read that. And yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all have had a great Sabbath day, and that you were able to feel the Spirit. If you went to church, or just have a peaceful day. We talked about General Conference at our meeting today with the youth, and the talks that stood out to us. And one of the talks that stood out to me, I haven't really talked about General Conference. So, like I said before, all of the leaders, like the general leaders is what we call them, the main leaders in our church, speak. So we have 12 apostles and a first presidency, kind of like Peter, James, and John. So a prophet and his counselors, and they all speak, as well as other general officers of the church, like the young women's president over the whole young women's organization in the church for the whole world. She spoke, and she spoke about best and worst days, and how Jesus' atonement works for both days, and that sometimes you can have a best and worst day in the same day. And one of the talks that really stood out to me was by, I think his first name is David Wonderly. He is a member of the General Young Men's Presidency, so over the teenage boys. And he spoke about how Jesus Christ is relief, and that he gave the analogy of like having rocks in a bag. His son, they were hiking one day, and he had a picture of Jesus that he just loved, and he put it in his backpack so that he can bring Jesus with him, which I think is so adorable. And he decided to gather rocks, like he found rocks that he wanted to bring home, and so he started filling his backpack with rocks. He had taken the Jesus picture out and put the rocks in there, and then he put the Jesus picture on top and put the backpack on and fell over because it was too full. And so he started taking rocks out and put the Jesus picture back in and stuff like that. And he teased his son. He's like, well, just maybe you need to take the Jesus picture out, and then it won't be so heavy. And the son was just appalled that he would even suggest that. And the whole idea behind telling that story is that taking Jesus out of our lives, out of our backpacks or whatever, out of our lives when we are experiencing stony times, or like times where that just feel heavy and stressful and whatever, is not going to make your weight any, or not going to make your weight feel less heavy. That in fact, keeping Jesus in your life is what's going to make your burden feel lighter. And I had the exact quote, but I would have to look at it on my phone. He said, Satan is a liar. Jesus Christ is, I don't remember. Not the burden that like the world tells us that he is, because I feel like I don't know, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I feel like outsiders can look at it and be like, oh, they follow a lot of rules, but and can look at it as a like heavy and weighty thing because we follow Jesus Christ and like we're following all these rules and commandments. But in actuality, they protect us from like things like addiction and things, like all of these commandments and rules that we have are to protect our agency. so that it's not taken away from us all. And so that we can make choices or have the ability to choose him or not. And so, he is the relief, not the weight. And so don't take him out of your life. Keep him in, and he'll help during the hard times and during the good times, the best and worst days. So, all right, I'm going to go. We'll see you guys. Bye.